Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We back at it, y'all. We tapped in. And guys, man, I don't know if y'all notice what's going on in Hollywood, people, and just in the world in this industry. Do you notice, guys, put in the comments below if there are more men dropping lawsuits about other men assaulting them. Leave them in the comments because I'm about to drop y'all a video of a Tyler Perry accuser. His name is Derek Dixon. New Tyler Perry accuser drops this lawsuit on Tyler Perry. You dig what I'm saying? For you know what, S.A. You get the picture, y'all. Hey, man, see, Tyler Perry seems to like him. Everybody got a type. Like for longest, hey man, I like light-skinned girls with long hair, but I really prefer a natural woman. You know what I'm saying? Natural hair, natural eyebrows, all that shit. Few stretch mark, bullet wounds, all that stuff. I like a natural woman. And just like men, they have their type. And Tyler Perry's type seems to be the young Latin type, because these are the men that keep dropping lawsuits on him. So my thing is, like, are people picking on Tyler Perry, or are people just telling the truth? And they're out here speaking their truth, because Derek Dixon is an actor. He was an actor, and Tyler Perry's bodyguard saw him at the gym. And, he was given a job. He was asked to train him and all that good stuff. And to make a long story short, he was at Tyler Perry's house a few times. And I do blame Derek Dixon for this as well. He says to Tyler Perry, asked him if he ever had fellatio from a man before. He asked him if he ever slept with a man before. Now, I don't know why another man would ask another man that unless they're interested in sleeping with that man. Can you dig what I'm saying? But Tyler Perry has asked this man all kind of things like that. And then, Tyler Perry's 6'6", y'all. I'm 5'8". So I can only imagine looking up at Tyler Perry with my short self, and he over here trying to push me to the ground, push me to the chair, take my pants off, and do you know what? And that's the thing. Tyler Perry is the girl. He's not even doing the He's taking the Can you dig what I'm saying? But hey, man, let me show you what Tyler Perry's new accuser, Derek Dixon, had to say, man. And like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, man. We're on our way to 100K, and we just gonna fly away, man. Can you dig it? But let's get it.
Back, everyone. Now to our ABC News exclusive. Tyler Perry accuser Derek Dixon sits down in a TV interview for the first time, sharing allegations of workplace sexual assault and harassment. In June, he filed a $260 million lawsuit against the media mogul. These are claims that Tyler Perry denies. But Dixon says he's speaking out now to try to stop a billionaire who won't stop themselves. What made you decide to come forward with your story?
And remember,
to speak out and not say
a man is not going to accuse another man of doing something like that unless they did it.
For his first television interview since filing a $260 million lawsuit against media mogul Tyler Perry, detailing the alleged sexual harassment and assaults he says he endured.
That's when you push me up against the wall and grab my ass again.
Dixon starred as Dale in Tyler Perry's BET series, The Oval.
Why are you yelling? I'm in this too, remember? You're not in it. Did you get shot at? No, I actually got shot.
He appeared in 85 episodes between 2021 and 2025. Tell us about the first time you ever met Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I met him at his studio opening party in 2019. I was working for an events company, and we met, and he said to me, are you an actor? And I said, well, not right now. I'm working on it, but not right now. And he said, yeah, you are. We need to talk. You should get my number, and we'll talk about this.
Did any of your initial interactions give you pause?
A few of them were, did give me pause, but they weren't bad enough to think like this was a dangerous situation in the beginning. Yeah.
According to your lawsuit, at one point early on, he bought you a car.
Yeah, he'd seen my Jeep around the studio that I was driving, and he said, that's not a great car.
Tyler Perry is an actor, producer, director,
buying
playwright,
cars.
and prominent
Buying
name
cars,
in the entertainment
people.
space. He launched his career in the 1990s.
The man buying people cars. Would you let Tyler Perry buy you a car? A lot of y'all would let him hit it if he bought you a car.
Breakthrough film, Diary of of a Mad Black Woman debuted at #1 in the box office and was a massive success.
How many of y'all would let Tyler Perry hit it if he bought you a car?
17 television shows and 2
Put them in the comments.
best-selling books.
How many of y'all know somebody that would let Tyler Perry hit it if he was to buy them a car? Put it in the comments. Let's go on with the video. I don't like doing reaction videos on the computer.
Atlanta, one of the largest film studios in the country.
I'm not trying to do anything other than meet somebody at their humanity.
As his career has flourished, he's also made a name for himself in the philanthropic space. So in early 2020, you land the role of Dale on the Oval. Was that a dream job?
It was, yeah. It was. To be a series regular on a show was something I always dreamed about.
The complaint includes multiple screenshots of text messages allegedly between Dixon and Perry.
Picture where he's on the jet ski. Well, I said, nice picture. And he said, yeah, the water looks calm. And he said, nice picture. You don't see that stud in that picture? Rude. And I said, LOL, yes, that's a stud. And all these texts, I tried to de-escalate them and make a joke out of them.
Some of the messages more sexual in nature.
One of them says, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy yet? I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you.
Now, the complaint also alleges that in January of 2020, there was an escalation from the text messages to Tyler Perry's behavior becoming physical. Can you explain that first alleged incident?
Yes, we were over his house. We're having some drinks in his guest house, and it was late at night, and he has a guest quarters, and said that you can sleep there instead of not driving. And his house is far from Atlanta and where I was living, and I got into bed, and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well, and started rubbing my leg, and I jumped up out of bed, and he has said, turn around so I can look at you, and just comment on how I looked, and then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of a relationship. It was very, very strange. I mean, I think it's okay that people try to make a move or shoot their shot, but if they get rejected, I think that they should stop. And so I thought it would stop after that.
He should have stopped, y'all.
It didn't.
At the end of the second season,
stopped.
Dale gets shot in the chest 4 times. Why was that especially concerning for you?
What it meant to me was if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show.
And the complaint specifically says, and I just want to quote it, Mr. Perry made it clear to Mr. Dixon that he would kill off Mr. Dixon's character if he did not indulge Mr. Perry's sexual harassment. Was that message clear to you?
For me, that was his way of showing his power over us and our careers, and that he doesn't have a problem with just killing one of us off.
You're also a screenwriter and had written a TV series called Losing It. Tell us about that.
He ended up wanting to read it, and I at first was too embarrassed to even send to him, but he did, and he said he loved it and wanted to shoot the pilot for it.
All right, let's go to June of 2021, another alleged incident that you outline in your lawsuit where you're again at Tyler Perry's home in Atlanta, and it ends up with you locking yourself in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm. We started out having drinks in the living room like we have done before.
But why does he keep coming back, y'all?
It got to a point in the night where, we were both kind of feeling drunk, and I remember we were walking back to the guest area where I've stayed before, and there was this health monitor scale on the way. And I was like, what is that? And he said, well, you have to be in your underwear to measure, whatever, so you should do it. He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my ass, and I tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he kind of grabbed my arms and said, no, it's okay, just go with it. And I said, stop, I don't want to be naked, I don't want this. And he was just like, no, I'm not going to hurt you, and just continued. And in that moment, unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment. It was almost like every thought came through my head: to run, to fight, to freeze, I didn't know what to do.
He says he de-escalated and distracted Perry and eventually locked himself alone in the guest house bathroom.
The day after that, he called several times, and I ended up getting afraid of what was going on the other side. So I picked up, and that's when he said, he was sorry for what happened. He doesn't know why he did that, and that maybe he was self-sabotaging or something. And in the same call, he said, and don't worry, we're going to do your show.
In the lawsuit, you describe this as a calculated pursuit of you by Tyler Perry. There are also several times where he says to you, you have to make your no stronger. How did you respond to this, as it's described, calculated pursuit of you by Tyler Perry?
To me, that's just so insulting. And I reiterated, I said stop. I said it. I don't think that people ever get past something like that happening to them.
Dixon tells us he last spoke to Perry in the spring of 2024 and left the show in September of that year. What ultimately became of your pilot losing it?
Yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. He still owns the rights to it.
And of course, it's never went anywhere, people. And, Tyler Perry, regular at the Diddy parties, y'all. Tyler Perry, regular at TD Cake's party. Tyler Perry giving, I don't want to lie, it was either $100,000 or $1 million tied to TD Power Bottom Cakes. But Tyler Perry, guys, a man is not going to sit up here and accuse another man of assaulting them if it didn't happen. You can see it all over his face. Tyler Perry's a fun boy. That's what he likes. I don't know why these men try to put a woman in their life. Guys, y'all answer in the comments, and especially y'all ladies. What's up with these men? Some of y'all women like men who like men? So guys, put in the comments why y'all think that some men have such a problem talking about what it is they really like. But Tyler Perry, openly, this man is not making that up. If you guys think this guy, tell me in the comments if you think he's making it up or you think he's telling the truth. Because no man is going to get on here and be shook like that. You understand what I'm saying? If nothing really happened. So Tyler Perry saying, oh, you need to make your no stronger. Well, no means no. No means no. But it's no justice for men out here who have been assaulted. And it's just as many, I ain't going to say it's just as many, but there's a large number of men who have been assaulted by men or women, and nobody ever tries to empathize with them, guys. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel and share this video. Hit the like button. Make sure you share it. Let's talk about it. Talk to me. I'll talk back. And if you like raw content, keep coming here. And you know the rest. You know the rest, people. Be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed and get plenty of rest. And keep your hands off of people's underwear like Tyler Perry should have.